All right, good morning and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, coming to you live from Ravenscar, my suburban getaway in the backyard of my suburban house. Hey, good morning, Surrender. How are you today, man? Man, I keep loving the pictures of your dog. Hey, good morning, Michelle. How are you? Yeah, we seem to be in kind of the quasi-calm before the storm, though it looks like it's been upgraded. I think it was Tropical Storm Hannah. Hey, good morning, Cleo. Is heading towards the Texas coast. Originally, it looked like it was aiming directly for Houston. Hey, Kiri, how are you? Say hi to the goats. Lizard. So the Tropical Storm Hannah. Hey, Tina, how was math? You made it one day? Yay! We were all rooting for you, Tina. Math is important. I think the world would be a much better place if more people understood math. Truly. Understood math and respected dandelions. And right there, the world would be almost paradise. Oh, yeah. So Tropical Storm Hannah. Not really going to hit Houston. Yay! Heading down more towards the Corpus area, so south. Sucks to be them. Houston is supposed to get some rain. I'm hoping we get some rain. We need some rain. I was actually disappointed to hear that the tropical storm has shifted as far away from Houston as it has. But so those of you south of Houston, you may still be in for some flooding issues, but looks like most of the Houston will be okay. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Kimberlyn. Hey, Carmen. Good morning. Milking the goats after this. Yep. Hey, good morning, Mike. Well, Tina, you will get through it. You are a smart woman. And Cleo, good with dandelions anyway. Well, that's a start. You can't be good in everything. And, honestly, if I had to pick people, loving and respecting dandelions over understanding math, that's a hard one. I'm almost okay, better, if at least you understand and respect and love dandelions, I'm okay with you not knowing math. Hey, good morning, Missy. Big hug. Hey, Connor. Son of San Antonio. Yeah, tell him to, stock up on moon pies and alcohol. Hurricane supplies. I don't know. Hey, Marion. Good morning. Oh, let me throw it up here. That's what the tribe is for, just supporting each other and praying for each other and sending good universal vibes to each other. Because like I said, right now, there's too many forces pulling people apart. So let's try and find reasons to stick together. And in our case, it's because we all respect the wisdom of Chirpy. If you're in the government accounting, yeah, that's fine. 2 + 2 = 5 is close enough for government work. It's worth a shot. You never know. But Tina, strive to be both. Be good with math and love dandelions. And there's weird. Let's see. Let me do a David Bowie. Yeah, the sun's going to come really hot. But yeah, so I need to fix that. It's the 2nd, or whatever that first Saturday. I'm setting my coffee down. So the Royce City thing is this Saturday, whatever day Saturday is. If that's August 2nd, then it's August 2nd. But I believe August 1st is a Friday, so I need to change that. Thank you. Yeah. It takes a lot of dandelions is the main issue with making dandelion wine. Lots and lots of dandelion flowers. And I'm wondering if I'm going to want to move. It was a really nice backdrop here when I first came in, but the sun is coming up. See, I would love that. And your yard would be in really great shape, or at least your soil would be in really great shape. Your homeowners association is probably going to not like it, but hopefully you don't have a homeowners association. See, now this is an interesting statement, Tina, because from a math point of view, the whole purpose of math is to discover an unknown or figure out an unknown. And for that, you need a symbol that indicates the unknown value you're trying to find. Mrs. Weather and her brothers argue that if it doesn't have letters in it, it's not math. It's just simple arithmetic. Where math, true mathematics, the math you need to figure out some unknown thing, it's going to be filled with variables other than letters. So just a devil's advocate there. Yeah, well, like your goal is to discover new things, and to do that you need a way of knowing what's unknown. In this case, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blah 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 Z in mathematics. Oh, this is fun. The edge of the front of my yard, and see, only did one step along the street for a month. So math is the wizard's language. There's another saying I saw once that when God describes the universe, he uses math. So, I mean, it's the basis. It's the way we understand everything around us. But I'm okay with it being wizard's language too. And that's something I am okay. Let's see. Step 1. Move the stein to a safe place. Step 2, try and figure out where. And maybe. Whoop. Try this. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Is that going to work? That's going to work. Oh, my coffee's way over there. Excuse me. Remember, when lifting a very large coffee, to always lift with your knees. Or is it your hips? I don't remember. I guess it's been a while since I've been to a corporate safety meeting. Yay! Right there with you, Wade. That was one of the things I always liked about math, too, is there was a right answer. And there was a right answer, the same right answer for everyone. Not some of these feely, emotionally sort of things. Mm-hmm. This is interesting. A high school algebra class, and it's played chess with the teacher for the rest of the semester. Okay. Sorry, I'm laughing with you, Tina, not at you. Yeah, Mrs. Weather will be the first to go into great detail about the wonderful mathematics of quilting and making patterns and blocks and all this stuff and getting them all to fit together. She wrote spreadsheets and programs to help design the blocks and calculate the areas and figure out how much fabric she needed and so forth. It was quite amusing to watch as she scribbled and added and subtracted and multiplied and had variables, things like that, because you need extra fabric because there's seam allowances and all this stuff. And it's like, hey, good morning, Curtis. Good morning, Kelly. I'm sure we all have a good idea. You were staring out the window looking at the plants. Or some plant-based thing. Okay. Yeah, I need an umbrella. I have an umbrella. The stand broke like 15 years ago. So the umbrella's been sitting in my garage ever since. And so I keep saying, I'm going to get a stand or make a stand. Morning, Stacy. Let's see. Oh. Which one, Missy? Was it with Mr. Fredrickson or Shamshak? Or both? Both were good teachers. We had some, Missy and I were in school together. So Mr. Fredrickson was this, okay, probably going to get in trouble here. If you remember the show Benny Hill, the British show Benny Hill, and there was Benny Hill, kind of fat, smiley, vivacious dude. And then, but there was this shorter, bald, old guy, little tiny, bald guy. That was more or less what Mr. Fredrickson looked like. And Miss Shumshot kind of looked like R2-D2. So, but yeah, they were both really, really, really good teachers. Hey, Missy, do you remember this from the? Did you have to do the Mr. Fredrickson's public speaking? This is my high voice. This is my normal voice. This is my low voice. Sort of thing. That exercise he had us do. I got busted in Mr. Fredrickson's class because I was, instead of paying attention to him, I was trying to rewrite the lyrics to the Beatles album Help from memory. And he noticed. All right. Yeah, we had some really good teachers. We had some lousy teachers, but we had some really good teachers. Ah, Missy, come on. I agree. I hated the public speaking in high school. It wasn't until college and Bill and Ted. Hey, oh, good question. I don't recall. I know we have some sitas up there. I don't recall which ones. So something, I always go to the USD. Here comes the sun. Da 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 da. No, go to the USD website and see what the maps say for sita. Assuming that's Rofendia, whichever one there. Okay. Goats. Goats are. I'd rather do math than deal with goats, frankly. I mean, they're fun if there's someone else's goat. Look. And here we are with the sun. Okay, I'm going to get really close to y'all. Pink Floyd. I used to really love Pink Floyd, like high school and college, and now I listen to it and go, wow, these people just need to take a chill pill. Oh, that's interesting. Just Xerox copies. Okay. Flashback time for Gen Xers and Olders. The smell I miss is that blue mimeograph stuff. Before they had the photocopiers, they had the mimeograph machine, and it had the blue ink, and it had that very unique smell. I've been trying. I think someone needs to come out with a candle, like 80s high school smell or something that has that mimeograph. Oh, Lord, just a minute. I'm going blind here. Oh, hey, this might work. Careful with the coffee. Ooh. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, Celtic music. There we go. So I have a huge playlist of what I call the Renaissance Festival music. I probably have 7 or 8 hours worth of it. One of my things every time I go to the Renaissance Festival, is Celtic is really old school. Is all right. And then that. Okay. Whoa. Every time I go to the Renaissance Festival, which is usually at least once a year, twice a year, if I'm lucky, 3 times if I'm blessed, is I always pick up a CD from one of the performers there of the different music. If you've never heard Tartanic, check them out. It's a Swedish, it's a Scottish bagpipe and drum, basically a bagpipe and drum punk band. Very powerful, very, very intense, very high energy sort of music. Okay. All right, Lori, I believe you. Hey, Ruthy, how are you today? Baby Gen, Kimberly, you're baby Gen X, last Gen X year, but also micro Gen. Yeah. I'm right in the smack dab center of Generation X. So we're going to save the world by ignoring it and just pick up the pieces when everyone else is done fighting. Hey, Marion. Yep, Tartanic is awesome. And then there's Wine and Alchemy. Microsoft, go away. Sorry, it's saying I need updates. Hey, Chris, I hadn't seen you in a while. Just enjoying your pictures of helicopters. So if you remember, Chris, this was the guy who came and talked about elephants on Meriwether's World and his work, caring for, raising, protecting elephants. All right, Tina, we're here for you. Go feed the grandkids. I recommend waffles and bacon and eggs and avocado and orange juice. Probably should hold off on putting the champagne in the orange juice for the grandkids, though. Ruthy, tired? I'm sorry. I recommend coffee, the world's first and best medicine. See, I drink it and I just turn into this glowing, luminescent being. And then see, I'm so easily amused. Okay. Hey, it's Rudolph. Whoa. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I guess a black T-shirt probably isn't helping any. Unleaded gasoline. Okay, so the new subject is things we like the smell of, and I'm right there with you, Johnny. Some of my favorite memories is the combination of gasoline and motor oil and mud, all three together. Because in the spring, the dad would have us climb under the cars and change the oil. And I always thought that was really awesome that he had us changing the oil in his car, sequential, not multiple cars at once. And so, I was like, wow, this is such an awesome responsibility. And, dad was just doing it because he didn't fit under the car and he didn't have to put it up on ramps. We were scrawny enough. Oh man, just a minute here. Scrawny enough that we could get under the car without him having to bother jacking it up. And so, yeah, just I thought, wow, that was awesome. That smell. Because, you'd have the cold mud and there's a certain smell to springtime mud in Minnesota and the oil and the gas. Kimberly, coffee, bread baking before the rain. Oh, Ruthy. Okay. Coffee is vacuum packed. You can store it. Oh, yeah, the smell of the air before rain. We need that. Excuse me. We need that smell. Woo, okay, honey. Oh, man, hopefully the rains and storms doesn't get in your way with this, Dion. Because, yeah, it'd be good. Look, liver pills going, look. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean there, but, yeah. Ooh, here's a good one. Sawdust, red dirt, and the smell of working on cars. Yeah, that's cool that you like that smell of working on cars. The belts and the antifreeze and the oil and the grease and all that. And then sawdust, I assume there was woodworking going on somewhere around you. And of course, red dirt. And of course, mowed grass. Oh, wow. Okay, I am really happy to see how many people like the combination of scents of working on cars. Hey, preparing you for adulthood. I will say my kids were responsible for washing their own clothes starting at age 5. I have this lovely picture of Mambo weather, basically feet sticking up in the air as she's climbing in the washing machine, pulling out her laundry. Now, we would, oversee them and wash them, but watch them. But yeah, that was one of their adulting skills that they learned early on. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, Cleo. High desert leather and racing fuel. Man, especially if it had some of the nitromethane in it, that's a very cool smell. Love that smell. And desert, and of course leather. That's one of my favorite things about the Renaissance Festival is it just smells of leather so well. Here's a good one. Yep. Newly plowed farmland. Definitely. When the farmers would be plowing up their fields before applying the manure. Yeah. That was one of the nice things about growing up in a small farming community. Yep. So no way to brew the coffee. There's cowboy. You boil the beans and filter it out with your mustache, but I guess it would require getting a mustache. Oh, hey, good morning, John. Yeah, here's a good fresh cut red oak and chainsaw exhaust. Yes, especially the two cycle where you got the oil and the gas mixed. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, I have to agree with you, Michelle. I am one of those people that, like you, likes the smell of skunks. Dilute. Concentrated, not so much. So it's going to be with full. Oh, and I bet those are good memories of living out there in the Gila wilderness. Oh, man, that would have been awesome. But yeah, just a very light odor of skunk. Here's a good one. Wet hummus. Yes, yes. Fresh picked tomatoes. Oh, I am drooling right now. Yes, and even I don't know if you, Ruthy, if you pinch the suckers off the tomato plants, so the growth grows more strongly, and just that smell of tomato with a little dew on it. Oh yes. I'm gonna need a cigarette when this is over. You got one near you. Yeah, what is it? Proust's Things Remembered book. You know, it's like 7-volume or some giant French literature, famous French literature that all came about because he smelled some muffins or pastries or something cooking, and it triggered all these memories. And this is one of the things that the rosemary, the herb is good for. That's been shown that rosemary is really good. The odor of rosemary in particular helps bring memories back. So cool that. Not just memories of rosemary, but overall, all sorts of memories. Hey, good morning, John Mark and April. Oh, mowed hay. Yeah, until I started baling it. But even then, it smelled good. Basil. Yes. Especially on a pizza. Ooh. Hey, good morning, April. Other April. We got multiple Aprils. April is a good month. I'm a April birthday person here. Ooh. Not familiar with that smell. I mean, like Scotch broom, but I can't bring that smell up from my head. So now I have to go add that and hunt it down. Marion. Of course, I was thinking Papa. I was thinking the fruit, not grandfather. But then, yeah, I figured it out. So, hey, don't underestimate the desperation of men. Missy. Yep. The smell of hay at dusk. Yes. And just the wind coming off the wheat. Take me away. Sage on a horse's breath. That's a new one to me. I guess I've never. The fact that I've never noticed the horse's breath while I've been messing around with horses is probably an indication that they don't have bad breath like, say, many dogs. Sage on a horse's breath. Cool. Oh, cool. April 12th. Aries. Yep. Okay. I love this one. I know exactly that smell, and frankly, it makes me gag. It really does. It's one that I don't know if just overexposure or what. I do not like the smell of agar. No. But hey, if you do, now honeysuckle jasmine, yes, but the autoclave agar, no. Alfalfa hay, yes. Definitely, yes. Okay, here's a good one. So, Kimberlyn, clothesline dried sheets. Growing up, we hung all our clothes out to dry, and so that was just like a daily thing. You had to put up the clothes, take down the clothes, put up the next load. Da, 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 da. I mean, granted, it was 3 boys, so there was a lot of laundry. No, 4 if you count Dad. And so the whole clothesline thing, I associate that with labor and getting in the way of me doing what I want to do. So yeah, it smells good, but I wouldn't say good memories. But hey, if it's good for you, here's a nice one. The smell of soldering, especially the rosin, the flux. Oh yeah, that's a good smell. And the heat. It's like you can smell the heat coming off the soldering iron. Okay, here's a goat chewing cud and burping. I can only imagine what that must smell like. Yeah, I can't think it's a good smell. Horses. Horses are one of those good strong scents that I think people either love or hate. I like it. I love it. Yeah, I would love. There's so many places I've driven where I think, I wish I could have ridden a horse here instead, even if it took, several days. Yes. Or any sort of gunpowder type thing, or cordite, or the old black powder, or any of those. I love that smell. Bullet therapy. Yeah, the flux. That's one thing. I'm very happy to use my dryer. I just, like I said, too many hours as a kid. I mean, not hours. I guess when you add it all up, it was hours. Not a big fan of clothes. I understand the economic value and the cleaning and but so many times having to run out and get the partially damp clothes in and stuff because rain was coming and all this sort of stuff. Rubbing alcohol, says the nurse. Yeah, that makes sense. What about ether or chloroform? Oh, here we go. Especially orange blossoms. In the spring, when my Satsuma orange is covered in blossoms, I just go out here and breathe deep. Good. Oh, it smells so good. Well, this is true. And actually, and John, the cosmoline, having worked hours cleaning cosmoline off old military surplus rifles, yeah, there's something about that smell. Yep, rain, especially if you haven't had rain in a while, but definitely rain. Ooh. I think I know that brand. They're like one of the giant war horses, aren't they? That'd be cool. In my trusty battle axe. Jet fuel. And I mentioned earlier, the smell of the Renaissance Festival in general, the leather and the popcorn and the cigars and the essential oils and everything. I just love the overall scent of the Renaissance Festival. So this is an interesting thing, Kathleen. There's been some studies where they've taken a mom and given her kids some white t-shirts and a bunch of other kids some white t-shirts and had the kids run around and do all sorts of stuff all day long and then dump all the t-shirts in the pile, and then the mom could recognize by smelling which shirts belong to her kids, even though they to the average person they all just smelled stinky. Moms can zero in on the odor of their particular child. So that's cool. So you're not creepy, you're scientific. Well, you're creepy and scientific. Yep, there with you, Missy. You need to come down to the Texas one. It's bigger than the Minnesota one. Started by the same guy, though. Yeah, leather. I love my leather jacket. It's just like, Oh man, Deborah, that sucks. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes, a high quality bourbon. Not a huge. Okay, I like the odor of Scotch, but I'm not a big fan of the taste of Scotch. But bourbon, oh hell yeah, most definitely. And someone nearby smoking a really expensive cigar. I gotta tell you, I'm okay with the secondhand smoke from that. Wood smoke and leather and sweaty drunk people. Yeah, perfect weekend. Absolutely perfect weekend. Any bourbon. Eh, I don't know. I've had some. I've had some pretty cheap bourbons in my life, and it's like that does its job, but it's not like, it's you drink for the effect, not for the experience. Yeah, that's the thing. Wait. What? What? They haven't canceled it, have they? Because they just had the big sale of the century. I need to look into this. Yes, Sherwood. I love Sherwood Forest. I like Sherwood Forest is smaller than the Texas Renaissance Festival, in Magnolia, Todd Mission, but it has a better feel to it. The Texas Renaissance Festival has become a little bit on the commercial side and a little less on the Renaissancey side. Whereas Sherwood Forest, it's most of the people are in garb, and all the rides are early primitive type stuff, and everything. It has a more authentic feel to it. No, I haven't been to. Oops. Haven't been to the Oregon Shakespearean Festival. I've heard of it. Uh, Missy, didn't one of our English teachers go to that? I want to say so. Yep. I will find. So after I finished the Idiot's Guide Foraging and it was all done and it was printed and I got the first case of it, I went out and to Specs and talked to the cigar person and picked out a really expensive cigar to celebrate. And I made it like 1/4 of the way through it, and I was puking sick. Um, I could not handle the smoke from a cigar. So, but secondhand smoke is great. One of the guys I used to work with would stand outside, in the smoking area, and like 3, 4 times a day, and smoke these wonderful cigars. They smelled great, so I always talked with him a lot when he was out there. Ah, uh, a moment of silence. Damn you, coronavirus! Stupid Chinese weapons lab. Grr. That would possibly be the first time I haven't gone to a Renaissance festival in 30 years, something like that. Ugh. Oh, let's see what. Pipe smoke. Yes, that's another good one. Oh no, I haven't been to that. To the Oak Fest. I've been to other rendezvous and actually work as a historical reenactor at the Jesse H. Jones Pioneer Day thing, but I have not been to the one outside Grand Rapids. That would be awesome. Yeah, so we could just recreate the plague. Oh well. Yep, that's a very common treatment. Blowing the smoke in the ears of an earache. That's cool. Your grandfather did that. Yeah, that was probably my problem. I didn't know how to smoke a cigar. I just treated it like the few cigarettes I had, and man, I was green. I was trying really hard not to puke. Oh well, live and learn. Mm-hmm. an ocean breeze, that salty spray, and all that. Very good one. I like it, especially like at night, standing on the beach at night and getting the scents there. It seems like they're even stronger. I don't know if because the sun isn't beating it down, but the spray and everything, it seems to have a richer smell. Yeah, I saw that. Didn't like a rabbit or something turn up with the bubonic plague? That's what we could do. Yeah, do a zombie festival. I saw the Texas Apocalypse Festival was canceled too. I was really bummed. Whoa, crap. Okay. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, so it's after 8 here now. I need to get to work. Lots of crazy stuff going on. Still fighting with Amazon. It looks, though, that we might have it set up finally right. And we could start shipping here. If you've been to the Amazon page for the liver pill, you'll see it's fairly empty except for a picture of the bottle. That's because Amazon is very critical of the text and descriptions and all that stuff you put up. And so basically we are slowly filling it in one sentence at a time, making sure Amazon doesn't slam down on us and then add another sentence. So it's going to take like a week or two to get the Amazon page all filled in with all the information and everything. But so be it. All right, tribe. Thank you again. Thank you for the wonderful memories and the wonderful smells this morning. My brain is all just crazy wired right now. So thank you. Have a great day. I guess today is Friday, so I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay dry. Bye. And end broadcast. Oop.